Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to some EVE Online and welcome to J004791. So I didn't find any good sites in Highsec. I decided to take the Lachesis back out for some wormhole exploration. And what do I find? A shattered wormhole. So I've never really done this in a shattered wormhole. I don't really know what to expect. And so this is basically going to be me exploring this wormhole, seeing what it actually offers. And we can already see I should not be visible. I'm invisible from this scan. I'm actually on a safe spot that I just made, so I should be good. What we see right here, very interesting. We've got perimeter camp, phase catalyst node, ambush points. So this is C1 type of combat sites here, so that's interesting. This should be a C1 shattered wormhole. I did bounce off a planet to make the safe spot, and it's a shattered planet. So all of these are shattered. There are no moons, there are no bosses. That actually helps a little bit with being a bit safer. And then this is really interesting. Cosmic anomaly. Or site shattered ice field. So there were some ice fields possible in these shattered wormholes, and so that is actually something that I've never seen before on TQ, an ice field inside a wormhole. So yeah, J004791 has one. Pretty interesting. Let's also see there's not that much activity, or at least people are not running this as aggressively as, for instance, when they're living in these wormholes, which is not that easy to do in a shattered wormhole. So yeah, let's do the scanning and let's see what these signatures all are. It is possible that we'll see an enormous amount of wormholes. That's something that I think could happen. But if I could find a relic or a data site, a pirate relic or data site, that could actually be very interesting. I think potentially for money making and for a type of wormhole that's actually a little bit different from what you normally find behind a C1 or a C2 wormhole. So yeah, let's check it out here. And let's see if we can quickly find some of these signatures. Of course, I also do need to keep an eye on D-scan, but Lachesis is invisible to D-scan. That's actually pretty damn cool. I can just sit here in my safe, and unless I see combat probes on the D-scan, I should be invisible to anyone else. Now, if there are some cloaky bombers or something waiting for me, of course they do know someone is active here. If they were waiting on the wormhole, I could be at risk, but for now, let's check it out. I don't actually... Oop, this is already a data site. Interesting. For now, I actually don't think people will actively camp this type of wormhole. I could be wrong, but this feels like it doesn't see that much activity, and so finding one could be potentially very profitable. So that's already a Guristas sparking transmitter. That's pretty interesting in the sense that they spawn here, which could be, it was perhaps possible that in shattered wormholes, these potentially very lucrative relic sites or data sites that are pretty risk-free because they have no rats would not be spawning. So let's see what KER is then. And yeah, I'll just try and do this scanning here as quickly as I can with the new map. I'm definitely getting used to it. One advantage, of course, I can just go straight to the D-scan and keep an eye on the overview. And this is a gas site, so let's forget that. Let's go find something else to scan here. Let's see what you are. I should be decently close to the wormhole, but let's see what you are. TXE is something really tricky from the looks of it. Let's see if we can find it. And hit the scan. And one thing that you do have here is this epicenter. So that's actually what I noticed. Oh, this is an epicenter. So this is a shattered wormhole. That's why my D-scan is empty. And so from there I decided, why not scout this, take a look at it, see what this kind of wormhole has to offer. And yeah, let's see if we can actually find some interesting stuff here. Definitely the ice field. In some way it's interesting. But... Ooh, relic? Alright. So if this is actually a pirate relic, we're gonna run that right away. And that actually does show, in my opinion, that when it comes to a good chance of finding these type of sites, a shattered wormhole would be pretty much a jackpot. So let's see, it's actually a forgotten perimeter power array, so that one has sleepers in it. So unfortunately, I'm not going to run that with the Lachesis just yet. I'm gonna create Rex, which is only going to add to the risk. If there's better signatures to find, I'll go after those first. So let's just do the next one then, and then we've got 3 more. So 6, 7 signatures. One of them is the wormhole, of course. And a lot of anomalies, which is not bad. It's a lot better than the other wormholes I checked out today already. So, FGI, what are you? And that's another gas site, so that's not really what we want either. That's bound to be the wormhole, I think, if we look at the rest of it. That's bound to be wrong. Alright, let's do it like this. And see if we can actually find these other 2 signatures somewhere. Because that doesn't seem right, that they are right in the middle of where my probes are. So let's see. Well, they are here somewhere. Alright. Up just a little. Over there. Scan and descan. Still empty. Alright. Down 2 more. Oh, I really should also activate my my damage control. It's different from a cloaked ship, of course. You're not visible on descan, but you could, and that's a wormhole, alright. So you're not visible on descan, but you can actually have your modules running, which is pretty cool. And let's see if we can find WOF. I'm really sure now that that final signature, because it is right around where I am, that's gonna be the wormhole. So let's see if this happens to be a relic site. But we already have quite a few anomalies, a data site, a couple of gas site, an ice anomaly. This definitely offers a lot of variety in the type of signatures. And yeah, not seen any real activity. Nobody can really live here. At least you can't get a pos, and that's unfortunately another gas site. So that's actually quite a bit of gas. Let's go for the data site here then. And well, it would have been nice if there was 1 or 2 relic sites that really would have put this type of wormhole over the top. But it is possible that a lot of explorers already know about this, actively hunt for the relic sites straight away in these relic sites, and so that they'll actually be run more often than in normal sea ones. That's actually a possibility as well. So let's head towards that data site. Let's see. Keep a close eye on descan as well, of course. And at least no one is here. So that's alright. Still looking at descan. And let's go for Gurista's mainframe. In the meantime, let's also take another look here. That's that huge sun that these shattered wormholes have. And WAK just spawned in. That's actually pretty interesting. Let me see. Should I risk a combination here? Descan is clear. Where did that spawn? WAK. Where did you spawn? Right? The hell? Very close to where I am. Alright, you know what? Let's first do the data site with a... Oh, should really get rid of you. Slow down a little bit. And then we'll quickly check out what that signature is. Because for now, there were 2 wormholes, I think. Oh yeah, that's true. This is a wormhole. So a little bit tougher than what I'm used to in HiSec. Let's keep that in mind as well. I want to get rid of you right away. And that's not great. Let's kill this. Now I'll need an improvement. And I'll need to find the core. Alright. Oh, here is the core. Yeah, damn it. Click too fast. So I'm actually gonna need a little bit of getting used to again for the hacking. And is really nothing gonna let me through here? No, they're not. Alright. And again, I'm pretty low already. D-scan. Alright, here is the core. This time I've got you. And almost a million. Not really great. Moving on to the next one. I'm almost... should I try? Alright, let's see if I can multitask this one. There we go. Put them at the standard. And which one was it? Alright, that one right here. A bit smaller. Move there. Scan. What's my range on that one? 23. Let's start targeting that. Cut this one down. Go like this. And keep an eye on D-scan. Shouldn't forget that one either. Okay, we are actually in range, so let's get rid of the map. Let's start our hack. That's that. Relic sites. Ooh, very interesting. Come on, grab that, please. And then I'm actually gonna bounce off. I think nothing found. Wow, that's just absolutely great. Let's do orbit at 500 here, and let's see how hard it's gonna be to scan that one down. So there it is. All right. Go, go, go. Ah, D-scan, D-scan, D-scan. Should remember to do that. You don't need you anymore. Don't need you anymore. I think we can cut this one now. What the hell? Completely missed it? Well, we'll be able to hack another container then. Scan again. Do it like this. Start hacking. This is multitasking. I don't do this very often, and definitely not in a wormhole, so I'm a little bit out of my comfort zone. I'll get rid of you. Oh, that actually feels like it's gonna be, yeah, one of those green ones. Onto the next, orbit at 500. Get the micro drive going. Keep an eye on D-scan. And try to find that relic site here. D-scan is still clear, so we might get it with this one. And Ruined Serpentis Monument site. Very good. So the map can go, and unless I see another set of probes, no one else should have that site anyway. So I think that's all good for me to finish off the data site. An ambush I think would have struck by now. And then, yeah, maybe make a little bit of money there. Because so far the data site, that's not really been the best. And I keep forgetting to deactivate the micro drive so that I don't coast out of range like this. Which is a little bit of a problem. But here we go. Next hack. I'm not gonna leave that behind. 4, 3, 4, 3. So there could still be something close by. This has to be something, so we'll check it out. And it's the core. Very good. That's not great again. Let's do an orbit on the final container. Activate micro drive. Again, an eye on D-scan. You can go. So, final container, will you yield me something good? Who knows? But this is a pretty cool adventure already in a shattered wormhole. So, as I've said, from what I'm seeing here, a lot of variety. There is a decently good chance that you can keep an eye on things on D-scan. And it looks like they're not run as heavily as inhabited wormholes, where of course there's bound to be someone that comes online every 24 hours and that can actually do a lot of the sites or set up traps. It's a bit less likely, I think, in a shattered wormhole like this. So pretty interesting. Let's cut this one out. And again, I'm actually gonna bounce too far, I think. No, we're actually slowed down enough. So moving on, that's a good one, that's a very good one as well. We'll kill you. Where? Well, that's handy. So let's grab this. Well, okay, not great, but we'll take it. And then we've got the relic site. Let's head straight for that one. Again, keep an eye on this scan. That's of course vital in wormhole space. And the TVN one, that's just going to be my wormhole. So we've got gas, here another wormhole, 2 possible entrances. But look at the amount of anomalies that there are here. So doesn't look like anyone has really been farming this wormhole or anything like that. Let's see what the relic site can give us. Which honestly, considering the situation we're in here, should be safe. Unless I see probes, no one else should know that this relic site is here. So that's perfect. Let's take the closest one, activate the micro up drive. And I do feel a lot more at ease here, knowing that I am actually invisible to the scan. It's just a probing that's a little bit of a risk. But now that I'm actually running the site, I feel pretty much at ease. So awesome situation. And yeah, let's hope for some good loot here. Let's maybe also start just targeting a couple of these, since I can target them from this far away. 36, so we'll just have him do one more cycle. And let's just target the final one as well. And now I should be coasting within 5 kilometers, 6 even. And good to hack. Oh, it's a relic one that I need, of course. We switched sides. That's alright. That's really nice too. Here is a red core right away. Very handy. 1 metal scrap. Absolutely awesome. 11 kilometers, so I think, actually considering the direction I'm at, I can do 1 burst. And of course descan and descan, descan. Your life depends on it. I'm a little afraid of my speed here. No, we'll be okay. 3, so I can actually keep going. 2. Oh, so there is actually something behind this. And that means that I should actually also try to kill. Aha, good. Let's do this as expected. Hidden behind 2 of them. Well, at least it's more than 1 million. That is something. Next one at 5 kilometers, orbit at 500, and I can start the hack straight away. And this scan is still clear. That's a pretty nice start. And 2.7 million from just the green core. Next one is at 25. Let's get over there. And then we get 2 more remains and rubble. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like we'll have that good a loot run on this one. And I actually should have got the micro drive already, I think. But who knows? Maybe some of these remains can still yield me something good. Yeah, we're definitely gonna overshoot the range now. Come on, just approach that. This scan is clear. And good to go. Alright. There is something else good. Yep. Straight on the core. Well, that's decently lucky. This scan still okay. Another 2 million. And then we get one at 28. Let's go. And then just the rubble, of course. But, well, the rubble, the previous one has actually been the most valuable container already. It does show the big difference between something like a relic site. Let's get this one. And a data site. You know, even in the good ones, you're hard to press more than 1 million. Even among some of the bad containers in the relic site here in wormhole space, you still get a few million out of that. So am I still in range? Yep. Let's start the hack. We have to get past this one. That is nice. That is very nice too. Well, look at that. I'm actually very lucky with the hacking. I'm just not very lucky with the loot. And then here is the final one, the rubble, which is unfortunately not going to tip the scales in my favor when it comes to the loot here. But I should be able to finish this one as well. And it will have been a very nice first look at a shattered wormhole from a relic hunter perspective. There it is. And yeah, unfortunately not too great in the loot department, but I can head off to the return because I've done the entire scouting here. If I wanted to, I could come back maybe for some of these. Ooh. Let's try not to make the mistake of bouncing, being stuck, and then getting hit by someone that was waiting for the ambush. So let's go like this. I could come back, you know, do some of these combat sites, maybe even mine ice. You could mine gas. There's really a lot of activity that can be done here, and there's a lot more sites than in the regular wormholes. So I kind of like this. I'm definitely gonna keep an eye on the bookmark. Who knows? Maybe a PvP activity might be in the works as well. If I keep an eye on the wormhole, it could be interesting to try and set up a trap in something like a wormhole like this, because definitely you'll have more the explorer type of guys that'll come by than like local residents or something like that. So here's the wormhole. I'm heading back home for now. Thank you very much for watching. Come on, get out of warp, and I'll see you all next time.